All right, today we're going to be unboxing the Palmetto State Armory 5.7 Rock. I do want to preface this video with stating that PSA did send this out to the channel for me to unbox and review for you guys. So this particular version is the RK1 slide version, and I'll go over that when I get into the gun features. So like with most other PSA handguns, it does ship in this soft shell bag with an ID window on the front here and carry handles that velcro together. Up top here, you're going to have a clear window for your manual and other included accessories. And in the bottom here is a velcro movable kind of storage area. So you've got this longer pouch over here. You could throw a suppressor in there. PSA includes their lock inside of there. It is a black Palmetto State Armory branded lock. Over here is going to be two magazine pouches, and the Rock does come with two 23 round stainless steel magazines with round indicators on the side there, black followers, and Palmetto State Armory branded base plates. And up top it's going to be some other accessories. So you're going to have the included mounting plates for mounting of red dots. The one that I have on there right now is just the cover plate, but the slide is cut to accept hollow sun red dots, and you get other base plates in here too. I'll go ahead and flash this on the screen so you guys can take a look at which one might fit yours. You also get a Palmetto State Armory logo sticker, the 5.7 Rock manual. Pretty simple manual. In here, you're going to have red warning text and actual photos on how to disassemble and use the firearm. And in the back side is going to be an exploded view of the handgun and a parts list on all the different parts. All right, let me get everything out of the way, and I'll start going over the features of the 5.7 Rock. All right, got everything out of the way. As always, we'll start off with some close-up shots of the handgun. So this one, the Rock does come with that very notable dagger grip texture. And I do want to mention that the grip itself is very similar to the dagger as far as the palm swell and the single finger groove in the front there. So like I said, this one is the RK1 slide. So it does have these lightning cuts in the front there, and it is cut to accept a red dot. First up, I'll start with the barrel. The barrel here is going to be a 5.2 inch barrel, and it is threaded 1/2 by 28. And it includes a thread protector as well as an O-ring, making sure it stays on. And the barrel itself is also fluted all the way around the barrel. And it features a 1 9 inch twist rate. The barrel is constructed of carbon steel with a QPQ finish. All right, so on to the slide. The slide here is going to be constructed of 416 stainless steel, and it features a QPQ finish. Same finish that's on the barrel. And you are going to have front as well as rear side serrations. And there are those window cuts in the front there. And the red dot plate right there. This is the cover plate. And you do have a little bit of design features on the side as well. And some cuts, angular cuts on both the left and right top side. So the sights here are going to be Ameriglow 1/3 co-witness sights in the front and rear. The front one is serrated in the front, but the rear one is just a solid black. And the sights here are going to be compatible with all Glock iron sights. I'll go ahead and show you the takedown. So very similar to a Glock. You'll make sure that it's safe. Put the slide forward. Pull your trigger. You're going to back it up slightly And then on the sides here are going to be your takedown lever. And it just comes off like that. There's your guide rod. This is a single spring guide rod spring and a polymer guide rod. The barrel comes out pretty much the same as any other Glock, most other handguns. But I do have the O-ring on there. I'm just going to leave it on there just for now. So you do have this little button right here. You're going to have to depress that and push the guide rod and spring into place there with that button towards the rear. Then you take the slide. You'll have this hook in the rear. I'm going to basically drop it in. You'll kind of get a feel for it the first or second time you end up doing it. There's like a this little plunger right here, which is connected to the takedown lever. You just kind of have to press past that right here, and you pull the slide to the rear, and it should be locked in place. So onto the frame. The frame is constructed of polymer, pretty much the same polymer and grip texture as the PSA dagger, except that you have a little bit of texturing towards the front here for your support thumb to rest on, and that is featured on both sides. It also has a 3-section Picatinny rail towards the front and a single finger groove right there. And you also have a palm swell on the side as well as in the rear, and the palm swell is featured on both sides. You have your magazine release right there. And I'm not 100% sure if this is reversible, but the slots where they are do look about the same size. You also have your slide stop, slide release, which is polymer right here. However, the part that actually stops the slide in place or releases it is constructed of steel. Your trigger shoe right here is similar to the Glock trigger shoe and not the dagger trigger shoe, in that it has this little blade style safety right here. So in order to get the trigger to move, you do have to depress this blade down. And onto the magazine well. No flare here at all. I'll go ahead and show you guys how those magazines look right there, and they do drop free. All right, I'm going to transition over to some shooting footage, and I will come back and give you guys my final thoughts and opinions. All right, so today at the range, we're going to be testing out 5 different types of ammo. The standard Federal 40 grain FMJ bullet, the FN SS197 SR, which is a 40 grain Hornady VMAX bullet. This is some stuff I've never shot before. I mainly bought it for this gun. This is the Spear Gold Dot hollow points. I'll go ahead and show you how those look here. And the other 2 rounds are going to be some reloads of mine. The first one being a 40 grain hollow point, as well as a 40 grain Hornady VMAX, very similar to the SS197 SR, but again, these are reloads of mine, both of them. Now, let me get these magazines loaded up and we'll get to shooting. And just for expediency, we're just going to be test firing 6 rounds of each type, kind of just testing for general accuracy and functionality throughout the different types of ammo, mainly because there's a lot of different 5.7 pistols and not all ammo will function in all of them. Some are very finicky on ammo, so today we're just going to be testing out these 5 different ones in 6 different rounds in each. all 6. At a failure to eject, I believe. Failure to go into battery. So we will go ahead and reload this one back into the magazine and continue testing. All right, so and just for testing purposes, let's go ahead and do a mag dump of those FN 40 grain. These are more on the cheap side as far as 5.7 goes. Okay, so just got back from shooting the Rock 5.7, and let me tell you, this is by far one of the most accurate handguns I've ever picked up. It's brand new. I didn't oil it, didn't do anything to it, pulled it out, and I've never shot 5.7 out of a handgun before. I do shoot it out of my PS90, but as far as a handgun goes, I've never shot it out of a handgun. And let me tell you, I was extremely accurate with this round. I was very surprised by the lack of recoil. I mean, it doesn't really recoil in the PS90, but I'll try and demonstrate it in the shooting video footage, either prior to this or I'll show you guys right now. One thing I did notice is that the barrel is not a tilting barrel like your standard Glock or other handguns are, in that there's a slight delay when the slide is reciprocating to the rear when the chamber is actually open. But there is no tilting of the barrel. The slide just kind of rides directly over the barrel. But there is a delay when the slide is coming back in the chamber actually opening, like that. Don't really have any other opinions on that, but I assume that that is kind of lending to why it is so flat shooting. I definitely recommend buying one. I'm definitely keeping this one for myself, and will be shooting it a lot more frequently, especially as 5.7 comes down in price, and the more guns there are on the market, the price of the ammo is going to drop eventually, and as more manufacturers produce it. But if you guys have any questions on the 5.7 Rock, drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to get back with you. Thank you all for watching.